It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, say no more. I love you, but I can't keep killing me. I look at myself, I wonder why you don't recognize who you traumatize me. Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go. I've adored the time I had lived in this fantasy. Now I'm looking for a way to better me, a remedy. I look at myself, so what do I, you recognize who traumatized me? Now what do I do? Pick up the pieces and go.
GM boys, we're back, we're live. What up? We're locked in. Investor Chip, Justin, good to see each and every one of you here. Mic check. Enjoying mowing and listening. Damn, bro's out in the field. He's a hard-working individual. Let's check here real quick. Let's go ahead and get started with the live stream today, the Prezzo. Let me share screen. Give it a second to catch up as usual, just to make sure we're showing our screen correctly. And check. Hopefully so. It's looking good. Today's stream brought to you by Diet Coke. Of course, energy drinks have already been slammed 2 Celsius deep. It's no worry here. It's just going to make us even better. Let's go. Eddie, what's up in the chat? Today, I sent out a newsletter, of course, and this is the PowerPoint over the newsletter, essentially. The 4 types of people in crypto. And really only one of them wins. Eddie unsent his message already. That is crazy. The question for today, which investor are you now? And which one do you want to be? Every person I see in crypto falls into one of these boxes. 99.9% of the time, maybe you're double dipping in a few, but really, everyone is one of these 4 people if you're in the crypto space. You might be in one, and you know some friends in the other, and it's likely that if you are the one in the box of my preferred favor, you are the one who is actually going to build wealth and make money this cycle, this season, the next 10 years in crypto. 4 people, 1 winner. The guy who's scared, and we're going to break this down, but the guy who's scared, I can think of this guy in my head. He finally started investing a little in the stock market, finally, after years of harping on him. But he's finally investing a little bit, but he's definitely coming to mind. Leaving his cash in the mattress. Number 2, the Degen Gambler. And we have Ultra Justin sent a gift while he's mowing is crazy. Thank you, Justin. Stay locked in. Number 2, the Degen Gambler. A lot of you probably know this guy. I've taken profits before and done a little bit with the profits, a little Degen gambling now and then. I've got a couple buddies who seem to make ridiculous amounts of money gambling, but it's not something sustainable long term. Unless you get famous gambling and you build a business around it, it's not going to make you rich long term. Number 3, the disguised gambler. There's a lot of people that are gambling, but they don't really realize it. I'll make this make more sense in a bit, but you don't really see the risk sometimes and don't realize you are actually gambling all your money away. And number 4, the boring, the boring portfolio that's going to win. Even if that guy I'm talking about that's scared and he's just now getting the stock market IRAs and he's now going the more boring route, more boring than crypto, it's likely that now he's going from 1 to 4. He is still going to win long-term over time. Guys, this is the boring play. Quality assets, cash flow, dividends, etc. Let time be the edge that you have in the market. So number 1, if you guys have questions ever, drop them in chat, of course. It's a chill day today. I'm going to rush through. I just ate, so if I seem a little sluggish, it's kicking in. So, the scared one has the money, did the work already, did the work up front, but won't put his money to work. Won't put his money to work. He's scared to lose the money. He's done the hardest part, just getting the capital, but now he's scared to invest it. I'm thinking of my buddy right now. His name's Ryan. Kept all that money under his mattress. Finally starting to invest a little bit after years. That's years of appreciation he missed out on. Years of cash flow he missed out on. And now, at least, he's finally getting started. But if you are scared, one thing is for sure is that you will never make $1 and you will lose to inflation. That is inevitable. All these countries, doesn't matter where you're from, they're going to be printing money, some more than others. He's right here in the U.S. He's going to get printed away in purchasing power if he does not invest. Do not be scared to invest your money. It is number 1. That doesn't mean you're retarded. It means don't be scared to invest. This is the guy I was actually just talking about. His cash sat under the mattress, doing nothing. And there's about 3 years of this at least that I know of. That's 3 years of appreciation he could have had. 3 years of dividends he could have had. Making some money. 3 years of cash flow and liquidity pools. 3 years of stacking gold. But he didn't do anything. He didn't do anything. Except be exposed to inflation. Scared money don't make no money. Exactly. You earn the money. Let it work for you. Let it buy your time back. Number 2, the degen gambler. Now, I know many of people like this. For example, my boxing coach before Thailand, he was making, he would tell me before our sparring every time. He'd just show me the amount of money he's making, and I'd come back the next training session, and he lost it all again. He was making like 50K overnight and then losing it all back. And he started with a small balance, and I tried to help him come up with some kind of system. Like, hey, if you only risk this amount, and you do it this many times, you'll come out ahead. Just take your profits, pull them out. Couldn't really get through to him in that regard. But maybe it's all the boxing. Maybe I got hit in the head a few too many times, right? But I'm just kidding. I actually saw him today. Really weird. Ran into him over getting an energy drink and some Zeds. Ran into him there. Anyways. Casinos, gambling, thinking you have it figured out. It's not sustainable. It's not long-term. Trading meme coins. Maybe you caught like someone like in our 10K Fast Track, Bobby. He turned like $2,000 in the coin I Love Tits into like maybe at peak like $400,000. He took some of it out, rode the rest of it back down. So many people were trying to chase that coin he got in late and were gambling money. They were gambling money away. And just because you do catch one, and maybe you do get lucky, the 0.1% of times that it happens, doesn't mean it is repeatable, and over time you will give it all back. This is like when you're at the casino. Maybe you win big, but you sit down there for too long, and you just give it all back, because over time, the house is going to win. So you might go in there, and the first slot you play, you win the jackpot, but then you're dopamine hooked, you're addicted, you're going to stay in there the rest of the week, and you're going to give it all back. Just trying to chase those little highs. Over time, they have the edge. Right? Maybe that's more of the disguised gambler coming up next, but same thing with trading. If you're trading, especially without systems, in my opinion, you're gambling. You're not letting time be your edge. I've done this before. Back in the day, I had the MAGA coin. I had it paired with Solana on Orca. It was doing 300% minimum back in the day. Fantastic. And I was in this for months. It didn't feel like gambling. This is a little bit of the next one. It's the disguised gambling, but it's important. I didn't really feel like I was gambling it, but it was a high-risk position. And I was cash flowing myself through this, and I talk about this a lot. Then, that fateful day that Trump dropped his own coin, officially, Trump coin, the value of my token absolutely plummeted to next to zero. Almost immediately, and then over the course of the next week, I was making such crazy fees, I thought I'd earn my way out of it, this short-term dip. This coin never really recovered. Right? Went down to like 2K, a little below, maybe like 16, 1800, somewhere down there. Months of fees, really probably break even, but I tried to reinvest at the bottom and I shot myself in the foot. These are lessons I try to pass on to you guys, that just because a coin's paying well doesn't mean that it's not risky. You could be making 300, 600, 900% on something risky, but if it goes to zero, you're fucked. You still got to be in there a long time to print your way out of it. This is what I try to explain. Don't chase the APRs. I thought I cracked the code. I thought this was the greatest thing ever. Just doing all the math. I'm in it this long. I'm risk-free. I got risk-free. And then Trump drops a coin, and then it's GG. It's GG. I think I still had this position back when the attempt happened. What, like a year or two ago? The attempt. We'll leave it at that, so I don't get banned from YouTube. And when that happened, that coin went crazy, I believe, and my liquidity pools on that were paying me nuts during that time as well. Anyways, still a terrible position in hindsight. The disguised gambler. This is a lot of what I was just talking about. Maybe it's something like trading like I've written here. You're paying. I know guys like this all the time. Every couple months they pay for a funded account and then they start trading with other people's money because they don't have their own. Essentially, at the end of the day, but they'll spend a couple $100. They'll get a funded account, do their 3-day test. Maybe they pass, maybe they don't. If they don't pass, then they pay and they do it again. Or they pass it, they try to work their way for a payout, and then they blow the account. They take a couple months off trading and they do it again. Never really getting traction, never really getting anywhere. If you were building your own account, you wouldn't have to get a funded account anyways because you'd have the capital to just trade your own portfolio. These institutions, they make money of you paying to take your test and try to get a funded account. Right? At least that's everybody I know. Everybody I know trying to do this, they have not made a significant amount of money. I know literally like one person with a funded account that is actually successful. And it's one person of thousands, I mean not thousands, but hundreds of people that I actually know or have heard of that they don't make money with this. And I can think of people's faces right off the top of my mind. People I would meet at the bar bartending that say they trade. And I see them blowing accounts. They post on their story, oh, blew another account. Or they'll text me like, hey bro, have you ever done this? I'm like, no, I don't trade. I don't believe in it. I invest. Long term. And then a couple months later, they're back at it again. They're posting, they're sending me personally their screenshots. Be like, hey, look, I passed a funded again. Just a matter of time. So they blow the account all over again. Pay for the funded account. Nope, this little arrow's in the way. Sorry, boys. Win a couple trades. Get a little cash out. Make a couple bucks. Blow the account. Pay a couple $100 again for the next one. And just cycle. And cycle through and cycle through. Never just investing in assets. Not even like long-term swing trade. If you're a long-term swing trader, I could understand that maybe. But you can't really do that with funded accounts. They have limited time frames to where you can only trade on these accounts and you can only have a position open for so long. There's all kinds of stipulations, really, in my opinion, made to where you can't win. Where you're not supposed to win. And you gotta buy another funded account. But that's my 2 cents. That's my opinion on that. I would rather be an investor. If you want to be a trader, I'd still rather push that to a higher time frame. Maybe a couple weeks at a time. A couple months at a time. Then sell. Highs and lows. That's what I do. The boring one who wins. AKA my favorite. It's not sexy. I don't really have viral screenshots to share all the time. I can't post, oh, I made 800% last night. Woohoo. Like I don't have that kind of stuff, right? It's just daily accumulation and winning. Over time. There's still down days. There's still down days. But you let time be the factor that sets you free. Right? You get your quality assets. You put them to work. You let them work for you. Maybe it's something like dividend stocks. Maybe you're just in real estate and it's just boring and you have a rental portfolio and they pay you every month. That's fucking boring, let's be honest, but it works. I'm sure we all know at least one person in the real estate game that's been successful. Crypto and DeFi. A proper portfolio. It's not very sexy, but it's working. It's compounding over time. You're slowly getting there. I think most of us could agree. The more exciting it is and the more screenshots you have to share, the more something shitty's probably going on. Too risky of an asset, too tight of a range, or maybe the market's just getting hot as fuck and your wide range ETHUSDC is paying you 600%, and that is a great time to be like, maybe ETH needs to cool off, let's close the position. If you got stuff worth screenshotting and sharing and posting on your story, it's probably a good time to take a look at what the hell you're in, for one reason or another. These are just things I've learned in the game. Been in the game too long. Justin, I just want to be Mr. Monopoly, man. Shit, I'm saying, man. I'm saying. It's one of my favorite games growing up, Monopoly. Except it's just like 3-hour games, could barely get anyone to play ever. Parents would, like, maybe once a weekend. Investor plus business owner at once. I think most of us have seen that quadrant system, right? Where it's like, what do we have? Employee is E. And then you have, what is it? You have employee. And then you have, what is it? Your own business. It's like small business, big business, investor, right? how to depeg your time. Working for your time, working for somebody else, working for yourself, investing, right? The investor, buy what will still be there in 10 years. All right, this is the core principle. Most of us are probably already in crypto. We want to be investors. We're here to multiply our money. We're investing time in a job, or maybe your company. You've earned dollars from that, and now you're investing those dollars to buy time back later in appreciation. If you're investing, it should be long term. This is over a decade, not 2 months, not 3 months, not 2 weeks. It's over the long term. You're investing for years, at least months at a time, or you're not an investor. 2, running like a business, the operator, you're putting those assets to work. Crypto actually lets us run a business on chain. It's what liquidity pools are at the end of the day. You are letting people swap assets through your liquidity. You are running an on-chain business from anywhere in the world at any time with 99.9% of assets. You can run the whole flywheel I teach where you lend, you borrow, and then you run your LPs. It's where you get the best of both worlds. You're still an investor and you're an operator. You're double dipping. And then you get income if the market goes up, down, sideways. You get crazy appreciation if the market goes up. You still get depreciation if the market goes down, but at least you're printing cash flow out of it. Buying more assets at a cheaper price. It's the game we talk about all the time. Employee, business owner, self-employed, investor quadrant. Yep, it was something like that. There we go. Exactly. If you're an employee, you're trading all your time for money. Working for somebody else. Self-employed, it seems like the escape at first, but you're still trading all your time for money. You're just not doing it for someone else anymore. You just get more flexibility. You get to choose. Business owner is where you start to get some freedom. You have employees. You have assets working for you, hopefully. I would put DeFi in the business owner side. It's not really self-employed. You're not really having to work every day. Your assets are like your employees working for you. And an investor, of course, that's our core holdings. That's our core treasury portfolio. How wealthy people do it. The principle is always the same, right? There's always something working in a way that parallels everything else, okay? Real estate. You buy a building, you collect rent, you buy more buildings. It's kind of the real estate game. Simply put, you're buying a building, collecting rent, compounding, which means buying more buildings and growing your real estate portfolio. Private equity, same way. Dividend stocks, same way. Crypto, if you're in DeFi, using the full flywheel, it's the same way. But I'd say the yields are very, very accelerated. But so is the volatility, guys. Let's be real. If you're buying a home, the home's price is, first off, you're usually not looking to sell your home every day. So you're not going to notice if the building, whether commercial or residential, is swinging in 50% values over a couple months. You're probably not looking to sell a building if you own one. But you're definitely noticing your Bitcoin and ETH be very, very volatile. So it's the core assets of your portfolio. It can be stressful because your home's not going down 50% from October to February like Bitcoin did. Unless we have an 08 situation again. And it's totally different. Great opportunity. If we had an 08 situation, how many of you guys would be buying assets, buying buildings, taking out mortgages? Probably everyone. If the opportunity presented itself where you could. How many people were running from Bitcoin at 60K? If it's the same principles, why are we not doing that? I did. Told you guys too. Long term, baby. Buy assets to hold value and create cash flow off those assets and let time be the thing that compounds and does the work for your portfolio. That's the game. It's the game. It's simple. Does that make sense? Does it make sense, guys? Hopefully so. I'm hoping so. Been all four before. I'm scared. I was scared to invest. I heard about Bitcoin really early. I didn't put anything in there. Now, granted, I didn't have a lot of money at the beginning, but wouldn't need a lot back then when I first heard about it. I've gambled. I've chased meme coins. I've done that. I've chased high APRs. I've done tight ranges. I've learned all my lessons, I promise. It's why I try to push the best practice forward on everyone that watches this channel. How do I win? For sure, every single time. Buy quality core assets. Create cash flow. Let the system compound. Your stress levels go down. You emotionally become depegged from the price. Just like when you buy a home, unless for some reason you're in a bad situation, you're looking to fucking sell it, you don't care about the price of your home from 1 month to the next. You're only caring when you're looking to sell. I'm buying Bitcoin in these coins. I'm not stressing about their price action day to day. I don't care we went up to 82 and back down to 71. I don't care. I don't care about it 72 and then it dipped to 60 and I had to buy more at 60. I don't care. I'm buying the assets, creating cash flow, letting the system do its thing. The portfolio will build itself. Now you can't be fucking retarded. All right? You gotta do the work. You gotta buy quality assets at the proper ranges. And it should be, if you're doing it right, it should be boring. It should be boring. It should feel lame. You're gonna have a little bit of free time. You wanna go in there and mess with your portfolio and fuck things up. You shouldn't. Just have it set. Doesn't take a lot of management. You can optimize some APRs now and then, move the blockchain, move the liquidity pool location, same asset, same range, twice the APR. Optimization is not a bad thing, but you shouldn't be over managing. It should be boring. Boring and consistent. I mean, boring's relative. If you're making 5% a month right now and you're coming from TradFi, that's amazing. If you've been in the DeFi game for a while and you're making 5% a month right now, you probably think this shit sucks because you've made 10, 15, 20% a month before. But the goal is not to be a shortcut. It's to build a system that wins for sure over time. Most of us here understand that game. This is a video. Released that before. 10K fast track, of course. DeFi business, yes. Cash flowing every single day on assets. Up, down, sideways. Don't care. Stop gambling. Build the life you want. Bam, bam, bam. See you on the inside. Of course, boys. What questions do we have? Throw me some questions. Let's see what we got going on. If anyone's interested, I did actually. Let me see. I did actually get the first test copy of the book that I am in progress of writing, just to check some colors and cover photos, etc. So, that's happening. Been working on that a little bit. Graphic design, not my strong suit when it comes to a book cover. Trying to figure that out. Colors were a little mute, so trying to lock in on that, figure some stuff out. Not too long to read. Nice little chunk. Take you a day or two, if that. It'll be fun. Any questions? Maybe. Sorta. Kinda. No. Too locked in already. No questions. You guys are too chill, too locked in. Makes my life easy if we have nothing. A little scruffy today. Still locked in for you boys though. Hit the gym, hit the pool. Been working on a new graphic for the book. It's been a chill day. Chill day for sure. Maybe that's it. Is that it? So locked in. He's so locked in. We got Justin mowing the fucking yard right now. So like he's locked. He's just chilling. Fucking going about his day mowing. Hopefully this makes sense to you guys. It's the same thing. Guys, it should be boring. If you're set up correctly, it should be boring. Wide, consistent, and again when it gets exciting, that's your cue that, hey, maybe it's time to start selling. Or maybe I'm in some bad shit. Just got here what I miss, the 4 kinds of investors in crypto. Or in general, really. People gambling, people that think they're not gambling but they are. Boring long-term investors, and people too scared to get started. It's kind of the main 4 that I see. Too scared, won't do it, fuck it, ain't gonna work. Or people that, honestly, along the same lines, like, can't go slow, so I'm going to try to speed run, gamble it all away, put it all in black, lose it all. End of the month at 495, so close to 500. Right fucking there, man. Right at 500. That's awesome. That's perfect. $500 in cash flow. There was a time in my life when I didn't have $500 to fucking spare anywhere in my life. Anywhere. Working on the rental as we listen. Awesome. Amazing. You're in the game. Set up a call to look at my pools, see if I'm on the right track. Sure, if you want to, let me know. Click that link, man. Sounds like things are going well for you. It's been going good. Well, it seems like you guys are fucking locked in. No problem. No problem. Childs in the chat. No problem. Children. What's the right word for that? I don't know. Awesome. 100 out of 100. Yeah, $500, man. That's a great milestone, man. You hit 500. Market appreciates. You start pulling in 7, 8, close to 1,000. I mean, if the APR stayed the same, and we go to like assets double, then you're making 1,000 a month, which ain't bad. Yeah, June's starting out well. Again, kind of just chill. Was working on the book. What else did I do? Work on the book. Some software side stuff. I was looking at some emails. I don't know. Fucking chilling. Business as usual, right? It's just business is boring. Just doing the boring work. Nothing too exciting to share so far, except I think we got denied the rental for the UK mastermind. They said they wouldn't do it for business ops. So it's possible that we are doing it in Spain for that one instead, is what it sounds like with Jake. So that's interesting. US still planning Tampa, like Clearwater. So that'll be interesting. So most pools are paying out 3 to 5% average at this time. For most of your safe core blue chips on a proper range, yeah, 3 to 5% a month is what we're kind of getting right now. There's some opportunities that are paying more, but I would say the average is about 3 to 5% on like a blended portfolio right now. You have like your ETHUSDC doing like maybe 20% a year tops right now. It's kind of boring. I've seen a couple 30% on the right blockchain, right position. It's pretty boring. But then you have, even stuff like Modad USDC carrying the weight, doing that 80%, so it pulls the average portfolio up. Growing those pools and compounding, that's the focus. Sorry for the dent for the meeting in the UK. No, it's chill, man. We're just gonna reposition. Just gonna rebalance our mastermind from the UK over to Spain. Don't worry. Switch locations there. Switch blockchains. So, yeah, shit's going pretty good over here. Just chilling. It's boring, like we said. So, which also just makes it harder to make the same video over and over. Where it's like, hey guys, don't sacrifice your range and shit. Don't sacrifice your assets just to make money, because you'll lose it all. It's the same message every time. So, yeah, hope you guys are doing good. I don't really have anything else to say, to be honest, today. It was kind of a quick one. What was it? Started 30 minutes ago. Usually go for like an hour, but it's just chill. It's just chill. Been writing the book, setting up some email software, trying to do some more outreach to old potential clients. On the consulting side, what else? Pool, gym. What's actually crazy is the vet is secured and safe. I think so. I haven't went to go look for it today. Here's the thing. I parked it on top of the parking garage where it's not covered, and I was up like at 3 a.m. last night with tornado warnings. Like the sirens, like not like wash, like, oh, there might be a tornado. Like, take cover, there's a tornado next to you type shit. So the question is, do I want to go ruin my afternoon by looking and maybe something happened? It should be fun. But there's a potential that we didn't get hit by the tornado. It was just close. But there's potential the car's fucking Alice in Wonderland. Or not Alice, no, fucking, what's the movie? Wizard of Oz. That bitch got House in Wonderland. I'm retarded. But that shit got carried away. There's definitely potential for that. What is the Tampa Mastermind? I'm down in Miami, so I can drive up to y'all. It's supposed to be September-ish. September-ish. The scam pool you were in is turned around. Didn't you test small with that, Justin, though? But now you're only down 30% versus the 80. Probably just pull out. I mean, if you're looking to pull out and you're considering pulling out at 80, it's probably better to pull down 30 instead of 80% down. If I remember correctly, you had like $100 max in there. If I remember, because you were just testing. So at that point, like, yeah, just... at that point also, though, if you have, like, $10 in there, I mean, who cares? Just let it fucking do its thing. Have fun with it. But tornado country is risky living. One more degree of risk and you're James Bond. Yeah, man. It's just... yeah, tornadoes, I don't know. I mean, I've grown up around crazy inclement weather my whole life. I don't fucking like them. I hate tornadoes. I'm glad I wasn't in Thailand during all the earthquakes, though. Jake said he was there and they had buddies with, like, live in the big skyscrapers and, like, they're fucking just shaking. Oh my god, I'd freak out. That's got to be worse than a tornado. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, if you got $25 in it, you can just leave it because, I mean, it's it's one of those risk-free, just like kind of fuck it, like let's just see what this does positions. You don't have to worry about it if it goes down, but you could just close out and try something different. Down 30% though. I mean, yeah. So what? You're down like $5. It's not a big deal at that point, unless the portfolio is $500. The portfolio is $500. Like, chill, bro, chill. But I know it's bigger than that. Yeah, tornadoes fucking suck. Since I was a kid, hated that shit. Kyle in the chat, PKR. What's up, Kyle? Good to see you, brother. Good to see you. The mail finally came today. You mailman. Sweet. Well, probably gonna wrap it up there. Unless anybody has something for me. Anybody at all? I'll answer. And if not, I'm gonna bounce. I'll give it like 2 minutes. 2 minutes, and then just bounce. With Zed? I think I've seen that one a couple times. The problem is, do people that see that message already own Zed? Is the question. Let me pull it up on the side over here. Let's see it. Horizon. This one. It's at 5.7 right now. About, let's see. Peaked out after the October crash down to like what, $7, jumped back up to 12. Pre-October we're sitting at like $20. I don't know this coin though. What does it do? From my memory, none of the crow pools were paying anything at all, really. Let me pull it up on the side again over here real quick for you. Just so I can see, before I pull it up on the stream, just to see if it even is worth showing. Let's see. Crow/BTC. I put 2 R's. No. Crow/BTC. CBBTC/Wrapped Crow and Wrapped Bitcoin. That one's only got, this one's got 200K TVL. Hold on. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Let's take a peek. It's only an 80% wide range, doing 10%. If you want to dive into it, we can. I'll pull it up on the laptop. Give me a second. Let's see. Take a little peek. Maybe. Maybe not. Come on, VFAT. Give me a little load. We can take a, is it sharing is the question? No, it's not sharing. 1 second. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Should be sharing now. Let me check. Looks right. Let's check this current port that we showed the other day. Down a little bit, 54%. Yep. Weekly APR about 1%. Just chilling, kind of boring. Monthly, 404. Boring. Boring as fuck. This one, risky as fuck, but we just playing. This one's down quite a bit in APR. This one's not very fun right now. Well, let's check. Wrapped BTC to Wrapped Crow, I believe it was. And let's take the W off just so we can see the Coinbase one as well. There we go. Let's see how I would chart this, which I can't see comments right now, so hang on a second. Pull it back up on the phone. Oh shit, chat's going crazy. Hold up, hold up, hold up. 1,500 vested to 1,500 vested in the USDC Zen, doing a decent APR. Fire, fire, bro. Yeah, CBBTC Crow Pool. Perfect. How I would look at it, I'm gonna find, let's see, find our Crow. Let's do Crow USD. I'm gonna look to price it in Bitcoin. Fantastic. So I can try to get, the problem is that the numbers are not big enough. So hold on. I'm gonna have to go to something like, let's try Dex Tools. I've used Dex Screener. Can we get Crow? Awesome to CBBTC. No slash, crazy. Am I blind? I'm looking. Let's find Chronos. And let's do just CBBTC. Where the fuck did Chronos go? Crazy. Okay, wrap BTC to wrap Crow. It's going to be about the same, even though it's not CBBTC. And let's check this. Assuming it loads. Perfect. Right now, we're just seeing wrap Bitcoin's price. We need to change it to CRO. Maybe. Yeah, CBBTC will be just about the same. This is going to be able to get us a nice little price. Unfortunately, it's in the huge mills, but that's fine. We can work with this. So, let's see. Let's check a little 1.15 mil. 1.15 milli. Oh my god. $1.15 mil. Here we go. Let's try to lock this in. Can't do math. Am I retarded? There we go. 1.15 mil. And let's go check for a bottom on this chart here. We could go, I'm gonna look at like 500K. Look at 500K. See where we're at. And then I'll check comments in a second, boys. Let me get down to 500. Shit's gonna be wide as fuck. The APR is just so shit. I mean, suboptimal APR, like really suboptimal, I would say. But I want to check if you had a small amount of TVL. I just want to see. Oh, this is gonna be even worse. No, that's even worse, bro. That's even worse. I'm not even clicking that. Oh, let's see. I mean, 8% a year is just like, bro, you could just stake. The fuck. I mean, I wouldn't do it. Yeah, yep, that one. Let's see. Hang on, I'm trying to scroll through, boys. Thank you for all you do. Yep, that one. It pays an Aerodrome base chain. Steady so far. That's for the Zen one. I'll look at Zen in a second if you'd like. 57 width between 647 to 1.1. Yeah, you go tighter. Let me look at it on the APR first, real quick. 647, you said. Let me just compare, and then I'll see if. So basically, 647. Well, you're gonna get like a 3% APR better. What do you get it at? You get it at 1.1. God, you're so close. Fuck. Yeah, for like 6% more, but it's a lot less time in range. I mean, we're looking at. I mean, I'm not mad about the top right there, but I'd want to hold it for a little longer if I believed in it possibly. I mean, I'm not mad about it. It's just not very exciting, you know? But also, I don't hold this coin. But there's not a lot of options on chain for CRO from what it looks like here. But I also have some filters on, so hold on a sec. Clear filters. Okay. No, even worse. Fantastic. Clear filters. Let's see what happens. Oh, God. Scams, memes, don't look at that. It's just not very exciting. But if you had no alternative and you really want to put it to work, fantastic. Like, in my mind, this is something that it will DCA you out of Crow into Bitcoin as Crow starts pumping. So that could be a good utility of it while you're making 15% at the same time versus you having to like actually watch Crow every day and then look to sell it at some point. Could be value in just that and the simplicity that eventually, as Crow, if it fucking shoots to the moon, you'll eventually cash out the BTC. Good benefit that way. Take the BTC, move it somewhere else. I wouldn't be like selling BTC to open this position, if that makes sense. But again, I don't already hold the coin. Like both coins, I don't care either way. Yeah, pretty much kind of how I'm feeling for you on that. It's just not very exciting. But again, nothing's very exciting right now. But if I don't hate this range, I don't hate it. 647. Yeah, I mean, I don't hate it. I don't hate this location right here for getting cashed into Bitcoin. Yeah. I don't hate it. I just don't hold the assets. So I'm not like super passionate about this one. But 15%, it's just boring, but like that's the game. Also, it's worth noting if I check the math on it, because this is just kind of shit. But let's just check the math and see if you'll actually make the 15%. What is this? Times 9.59% divided by 52. Oh, it's like probably 3 times less. It says the average APR is 9.59%. And if it was actually doing that in the last week, you would have made $356. So what is it? Let's just divide this by 128. Yeah, it's like 2.7x multiples off. So it's possible that you make like 4 to 5% off this range. You have to test it and see. Just test it small, see what you're printing. But I wouldn't expect it to even actually pay the 15%. I could be wrong. It's just what the math on the display is telling me. Hype BTC, what range you suggest? Good pool to start with. Hype BTC, maybe we could check for some good options now and then. The APRs fluctuate pretty widely on Hype from what I see. Or it's like sometimes it's going insane, sometimes it's not so much. It might be fucking insane right now, to be honest. Let's see. Take a peek at... I should already have Hype over here, actually. There we go. Pricing some BTC. God damn. Just a fucking boner candle. Okay. Against Bitcoin. Crazy new all-time high. I want to see it against cash real quick. Damn, it's just fucking printing. It's just printing. Who bought this dip in January? You're fucking chilling. You're fucking chilling. All right, let's see. 00. Let's just put it at 00105 just to fucking catch the high. 00105 just to catch where we're at now. We can scrunch it up in a minute. God, everyone that was in this pool is more than likely or not out of range. It's gonna be printing like crazy. But let's see. So many tabs. Let's play super conservative. Catch us low down here. Triples. Was that 000250? Just to see what's going on. Let's just see what's going on. Where does that put me at? Does that get me close? 000. Fuck. Super wide. You're still slamming at a 60% APR. Definitely not bad. Would be likely to drop if we come back farther deep into the range. Let's see, though. Let's check something a little tighter just to see if you're going a little bit crazier. If you're going a little bit crazier. Let's check. Let me see. Let me go higher time frame. Let's kind of check 00035. Just scrunched a bit. Maybe. It's just taking so long. Tap it, tap it, tap it, tap it. Almost there. Yeah, I mean, it's just how high do you want to stretch the top in? Because we're speculating. It's like new all-time highs. So we're really speculating on where it might go. You just give it a little bit of room to the upside, and you're still making 60%. It's definitely not bad. It's not bad at all. It's 5% a month. Super chill. Give it a little room to the upside just to fucking breathe. You'll see actually most of the liquidity is tapering off right here, so a lot of similarity with other people's opinions, actually. More likely than not. A lot of liquidity concentrated around here. So once we break through, that's crazy. Once we break through, let's say 0008, so you're probably looking at... Once we fall, that's crazy. No way everyone stacked that fucking tight. Oh, I would not have guessed it to be that fucking tight. I would have thought this just went a little farther in the graph. Once we get through, basically, 0085 is, I'd say, the biggest dents. This looks like a fucking standard deviation. Once you, I mean, there's no liquidity after 0007. So if we retrace and we go back down to this point, anything below this cursor right now is fucking money making, fucking milk and printing. You're just printing money. Anything below, because there's on this chart specifically, Bitcoin to Hype. In this relationship, everyone's fucking between here and like literally like where we set it here. Everyone's between, what was it at? 0.12, I think I put it at. Everyone's pretty much between here and what was it, 8.5 really is kind of where it starts tapering off. We can be conservative, put it at 0008. Everyone's between the red box. This is fucking nothing, bro. It is the weekly chart, so it's bigger than it looks. If I switch it back to daily, I mean, not really. These guys are retarded. Every single one of you that's in this column, if your range looks like this, 0009 to fucking 001, you're fucking retarded. I'll tell you what. But apparently, it's like 90% of you are fucking, yeah, that's crazy. You guys are stupid. Not you, but anyone that's doing that is retarded. Let's see. Let's see what the APR is. Let's just see why they're doing it though, because I guarantee you. Let's see. Let's do 18. Let's do a little more. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt that they're at least going 24. And they're like, oh, I'm so wide, Parker, I promise. I'm like, I'm 40% wide on this shit. Yeah, you're making about 15% a month almost. You're making a good APR. There's no fucking history. You have no fucking history. You're in. Look at this. This is on the daily. Can I slide this over without moving it too much? Not really. But I mean, the fuck? What are you doing in this range? This range has been in range for literally... How is there so much liquidity in here? We've only been in this box ever, like, literally 3.5 days. You guys are fucking retarded. I swear. Okay. Hype BTC, yes. Crash Course, different platforms. Definitely could. I agree. Like both coins, so don't care either way. Supply Crow and USD. Gotcha. What's the APR on the Crow USD? Probably better. CL200 USDC to Zen when you finish with the others. Yeah, we can take a peek. Let's see Zen. You said it's on base chain. Pool or farm? I believe you said USDC. Let's see if... Just look at this chart. God, the weekly is fucking crazy. We literally just catch the low of 5. Just make it nice and easy. Yeah, this one, low of 5. I said. Just is this the one you're in? Are you in farms? Surely there's a different option. Hold up, I just want to see. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. This makes more sense already. And let's, I mean, if you go for a crazy, just like top of price action top, or not even, if you just take it back to, I mean, even 15, right? Just get out at 15 and call it a day. You know what I'm saying? That's how I'd play it. But again, like, I don't have the same conviction level as you, right? So you might be looking to take it farther. But if I was just trying to be like, okay, cool, 15.7, like, GG, I'm out, like, I'm good. What the fuck is going on? Am I in a Discord channel? I'm in a Discord channel. Okay, now we're gone. Okay, 15, what did I say, 15.5. Where was I at? I mean, that drops your APR a lot. And so you gotta fucking play tied at the bottom on this one. I like if you're getting the APRs you were saying. 3 to 4%, or is there a different position you're in? It's on a farm for the Zen USDC, because this one's 114% wide, 35%. I mean, it's 3% a month if you love the coin. Let's see if there's a better one. I'm going to go ahead and, let's see. Let's go ahead and sort this by average range. And I'm going to go ahead and filter by USD. And, what the fuck? Maybe the APR is just a little different from what it was. Because you said you were wide and this shit was printing. 304 range, 2 wide, 350. You went to 73? Holy fuck, brother. Let's check. But, I mean, this is something worth noting. Our APRs on this, the range is drastically different. And the APR is like, what, it's 10% different? What was mine, like 30 and this one's 20? If you're in it for like the long fucking game and you're trying to catch a pump on this shit, because you believe in this shit and you're like, dude, I'm taking this back to 73 and I'm done. Much better way to play it. But you said it was printing like crazy. So I expected there to be a higher return on this than the 20%, not gonna lie, for the risk that I imagine for this. But again, I don't know the asset. Let me, TPL $54. What the hell? Just wanted to see. What the fuck do we have this at? Like 250? Something crazy. Yeah. So you got to go for the farm on this one. I mean, on that wide of a range, though, 20%, if you love that asset, GG. Fantastic. Fantastic. For me, I just don't hold the asset, right? But it's one of those, I was just talking about this. It's boring, consistent. If you want this asset, and this is going to cash you out along the way, and that's perfectly fine with you. I mean, you're looking at a crazy return in just appreciation alone on a range this wide. And once we go past 6.72, there's hardly any competition. Your fees will go right back up. I'll dial it back a bit, but yes, once it trade outside the tight ranges, it spiked my APR. Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. So if you believe in this coin, like 270, like the way I see it, whenever you want to sell, whenever you'd be okay being sold out, and like you wouldn't be hopping back in, that's a good top of your range. So if you go out of range, what did I set? I forget what I even set for this. It was like what, 12 or something like that, 15. It's like if that's way too early for you, don't fucking do that shit. Keep it higher. Okay? It's not my job to tell you like, hey, believe in this asset or don't. If you believe in it and you're like, hey, convicted it's going to 45, well, yeah, at least have it at 45, of course. That way, if it does end up going to 73, though, you don't want to be buying back in at 43 trying to catch up a little bit more of a pump. That's stupid. That'll get you wrecked. So, but if 73 is something where you're going to feel no emotions when it goes out of range, you're cool, GG, walk away, I mean, run it. Because your APR difference here is, I mean, if we just drop this, what was it, at 20%? Now it's at 25. You cut your range top down to $26 from 73, which is a huge difference, and you're getting 5% more a year. So if you really believe in this coin, you can go back to the 250, crazy wide range. You're making 5% less a year, but you're going to make so much more in appreciation off of this. So it's like, I can't be mad at you if you want to go wide. Like, this makes a lot of sense. Especially because if you believe in it down here, you're already holding it, you're going to be holding a lot, you're just going to ride that coin up for longer. So, yeah, for 5% a year difference on the range this wide, I mean, fuck it. And like you were saying, when you go out of this liquidity chunk, I mean, so once we get back over $6.50, basically, your fees are probably going to explode. Just like we're looking at the Hype BTC full of fucking retards who are like literally playing their liquidity over 4 days of candles, which is crazy. That was the daily, right? I believe it was the daily. 4 days of candles. Fucking idiots. Let's see. USDC's in. Got to move my capital. I mean, it just depends. It just depends. You're talking about Crow, and as far as Crow, it's just not a coin that I hold. So I couldn't give you a good answer. Bobby in the Ticket Fast Track is like the biggest Crow nut I know. He might have some great answers for that. What he would do, he uses the Crow card for everything, is 304 range 2 wide. We just talked about that. I think that's probably the best option. You're trading 5% APR for a lot more appreciation if you believe in that coin. I also opened these pools 130 days ago, and APR is much better. Yeah, that's part of it as well. APRs are just down across the board right now. So don't fold your whole business plan just because, but it depends. If you already want to hold the coins and you're making X%, I mean, how different is it from when you first got started? It's okay to make changes. We got to do it for the right reason. Do you think we continue trading in the range till end of summer, or Clarity Act passing will push more liquidity? I think we're starting to resume the downtrend, unfortunately. Macro, I think things look good to go up, but right now I think we're confirmed back in downtrend. I did sell a tiny bit of BTC at 74. Just to arbitrage this dip. I'm going to buy back in here soon. It's on farm for the Zen use. Yeah, we talked about that. Yes, bro. That the one. I'll dial it back a bit. No, I like the range, to be honest. Cool. Caught up on chat. Too much shit. Fantastic, though. Love it. Love the engagement. Perfect. G freaking G. GG. Hopefully you guys feel good about this one. I thought it was good. I like helping. Nothing wrong with that. The fees cranked me close to $500 mark this month. I'm monitoring it going forward. Claim, reinvest, compound, buy BTC on Aave. Beautiful. Beautiful system. And again, I don't hold the coin, but just trusting your conviction levels in it and belief in it. Yeah, you stay in that long term and it doesn't fucking go to zero. Like, it's fantastic. The biggest thing is like, will this asset perform well over time? And that's the biggest question that I can't answer for you on that asset because I don't own it, I don't know it, haven't studied it. But the nice thing too is if you're taking $500 out of those fees every month to buy Bitcoin, that's something that I could agree with you will be around forever, preserving that wealth. The Kronos chain is slow right now, but with all the new stuff coming, I think there'll be more activity coming to the chain in the next month or so. With the Kronos app, it could be very, very true. It could be very, very true. Just stay the course. Stay the course what you believe in, and you're monetizing it. So you're doing better than just sitting there holding the crow, earning zero. Unless the biggest thing is if there's any way to single-sided earn on Crow, which again, I'm not a big Crow guy, so not 100%, but I know they have lots of incentives. So if there's something where you could, what was it making, like 8%? If you already have Crow and you can stake it somewhere for like 7-8%, I would probably do that instead, as far as that position, and then use your Bitcoin more effectively somewhere else, like lend, borrow against it, or on a different kind of pool. Me personally. But, anyways, GG boys. How long are we on the stream? Let's see. Let's see if I can find it. 55 minutes ago? That's about right. It's about the usual right there. Not bad, not bad. Set up, ready for retail. Fantastic. And that's what we want. We're just ready. We have the business going. Had a slow week. Everyone's paying bills. Not really trading yet. Volume will come. Christmas is around the corner. It's an analogy. Not truly Christmas around the corner, but you know what I'm saying. People are coming in. They're going to start buying assets. We have the assets they want. They'll be paying fees through us, and that'll be fantastic. Monetize HBAR, the VFAT, Aave, GG, great advice. Fantastic, brother. Boys, let's see. Let's see. Anything else? Phone's blowing up. I'm just making sure. I think we're chilling. I think we are chilling. Boys, it's been real. Eddie, was that you that booked? Fantastic, bro. Fantastic. I will see, yeah. We'll be locked in. Boys.
It's a tug of war, battling to keep my sanity. Say no more, I love you, but